Okay. Okay,
Right,
so I have
don't-
several plans of actions that I could do. I could
Yeah.
put the guy to sleep. That'd be the easiest way to handle
Oh,
this.
remember your original spell? What the Encyclopedia of Fatigue?
Yes,
That was
sleep
nice.
but I have a true magic version of. Well, I'm going to try and make a true magic out of that in the most overly grandiose way as possible.
Yes. I was just, as we think, just a thought that cropped from my head. This guy's a nut job. He believes pagan that we got the power to pop out of thin air by the sound of it.
Oh
So-
wait, I get what you're thinking now.
Yeah, so if all of a
Basically,
sudden
bring
15
Jesus to him.
that
That would be-
would
that
probably
would
be
be
bad.
awesome.
He'd go, Jesus, look, what should I destroy this evil of infidel? And he'd start shooting people.
That's actually a better idea, I think. Seriously, thanks for the inspiration there.
I was actually going to suggest making about 15 Fagard with guns appear.
No, I think
That's a shout.
this will be better. You know, what better than calling Jesus himself to to
Now all of a
that-
sudden someone's
that-
using himself
that-
to smack you for doing so.
That
Oh,
is
use my
that
name in vain.
that sounds great. Wait, why stopping there? Why don't you have God himself appear, like a giant foot, like God's giant foot descending from the heaven and just squashing him like the Monty Python's foot? At least at least illusionary.
Well,
That
the
would
thing
be
is,
funny.
Jesus would be a good idea, but again, like I said, this guy's running on the notion of you're a heathen infidel.
yeah,
So,
but
what better way to impress your boss, Jesus, than to kill said heathen infidel?
I have an idea. Why don't you make Satan appear, and then he's going to try and shoot Satan?
Well,
one
I
that
was going to go with the
falls somewhere
Fagard,
else.
yeah, but I was going to say Fagard in a direction where there's no people. So you don't go spin around and try and shoot six Fagards armed with guns. You'd have to take a defensive stance posture to try
Well-
and bluff his way out, or
Well,
try and force him down.
I'm still tempted by the summoning Jesus to show that he's disappointed in the man because he's not showing the
I want
compassion
to.
one
No,
needs.
foot of God, foot of God.
Yeah, again, funny, entertaining idea thought, but again, if it's this sort of mentality he's going with,
No, I mean, if he thinks the foot of God is going to squash him and crush him, he's going to fall on the ground and
I'll jump out of the way.
It was if the illusion works properly, he will be so
That's the problem.
awestruck.
Yeah, but if you do a giant foot, you're either going to go psycho spray, and then he's going to be very confused when the said foot.
Oh, he's
doesn't
going
do
to try
anything.
and shoot the foot that's coming down for him, so he's going to shoot the roof like an idiot.
Yes.
And then he thinks he's going to get crushed.
Yeah, and when he doesn't get crushed,
That's when Chloe hits with the frigid force, I guess.
and kills him. Again, frigid force only has a slow effect; doesn't actually turn into an ice cube.
Yeah,
It would be
it's-
fun as
What
hell if it turns into an ice
what
cube.
if
That would be
the-
fun.
but what if the illusion, regardless of what we choose to do, what if the illusion ends up breaking his mind, and then it's just a spasming on the ground?
Itchy trigger finger, gun goes off. Potential. This is a potential, not guaranteed, but potential. Gun goes off, and some poor bystander gets shot. Plus,
Chloe,
you
don't
got
you have a-
Chloe breaking some poor
Don't you, have
guy's
a,
head.
don't you have a time-stopping spell yet?
No,
No,
I do not. I
spell.
don't have time to
But I
stop
don't have
at
time
all.
to stop, unfortunately.
Okay,
no.
don't you have a 5 minutes till the end of the episode Deus Ex Machina spell?
Okay,
No.
courage, haste. Oh yeah, instilling courage in the man. That will help.
That'll be very helpful. Now, what were your other ideas? Ignoring the illusion stuff, what were your other plans?
My other plan. I'm just looking through my spells right now because I just basically was gonna either put him to sleep, or let me think now. What
You
was I?
could try and be very good, go for a good aim and try and blast the gun out of his hand.
Yeah, you realise what type of aim I would have to have for that
Ding,
sort
ding,
of
ding,
thing.
ding, 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 ding. It'll appear like some Clockwork Orange thing like they had in Clockwork Orange.
Wait, I got it. Use your illusion to make him think his own shotgun is actually turning into some sort of horrifying creature in his hands, to the point that he will be forced to actually drop it or throw it away.
Well, we don't know it's a shotgun, but yeah, make his weapon look like he's gone something horribly wrong with it to make him drop the thing.
Hmm.
Don't care what you actually go for, just make him drop the gun.
That's a good idea. Yes, would have to disarm him first before I try anything else.
Oh yeah. If you suddenly make, I don't know, the gun look red hot and you convince his mind it's burning red hot, he's going to instinctively go, ah, and chuck the thing off the floor to
No, I
save
have
his
a
hand.
better idea. Make a face appear on his gun and make it look like
Actually, wait. I could
his
try
hippie
and
father.
I wonder if I should make this gun look like it's turned to a pile of snakes in his hand.
Oh, go
Like-
Jesus reference.
Yes, let's go biblical on this. Let's, reference one of the,
Moses.
Why stop there? Why stop there?
Because the more
blood
no,
starts pouring from his hands like as if he had stigmas.
yeah,
No, that will just make him
more
think.
yeah. Problem is,
And
the
then-
more complicated the
Okay,
illusion, the less believable it becomes.
frogs rain from the heavens.
Yeah.
Let's go all out with the plagues.
Yeah, unfortunately, the more complex the illusion, the more the brain's actually going to reject it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
let's
I
go
need to
with,
keep I need to keep this simple, really. Yeah,
Something
so,
believable, something he could believe. Quite honestly, he knows fairy. He's a heathen pagan magic person, and he knows fairy can do all sorts of weird magical things and all sorts. So making the gun go hot, or suddenly twist and morph in his hands, that's believable. If you make stigmas appear and boils and blood out of the hand and all that, like, it's just gonna go. Oh, why? His brain might just reject it all.
mm,
No, it would be okay.
No,
No, it would be like Graham. It would be like Graham Chapman. No, that's too silly. That's too silly.
oh wait, maybe turn him to snakes things would just make him think that the fairies are cursing his weapon. Rather than actual.
Something that would
why I
force him
said-
to actually drop the weapon.
That's why I said heat.
that-
If you convince him his head that his hand's gonna burn holding this
you
thing.
know what? I can't believe it took us 10 minutes to figure this out, but let's do that.
Yeah, it's the heat thing. Let's do that, and then I'll try.
Convince
I'll try my other ideas afterwards. Hopefully, he won't
yeah.
go nutso in the next 2 turns.
If he drops
or
the
what-
gun, then he's got to pick it up again. That's a turn
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah, no, but hopefully he hasn't brought something else with him.
Oh no, yes. Little
Guy
did you
is
know. Little did you know he had a series of grenades tied up to his body.
You're a suicide bomber. And this case like, hold on. I should see it like go. I have a suicide bomb. Hold on. Oh, hold on. The zip's broken. Oh, God, how can you undo these things? Can you give me a hand? Can you pull the zip for me? Nope, it's not working. You just
Okay,
have to believe
so
me. I've got
as
the
I
bomb
was-
on it.
Okay, so as I was saying, I have bombs on me.
I have bombs. They look like sausages, but they are actually bombs. I assure you, they are bombs. You don't know how to make a bomb. Shut up.
And
Yeah.
then a random dog starts to hump his leg because he wants the sausages. Go away, stupid dog.
Actually, could you picture that? You got a suicide bomb, your trigger's inside, and you've left the trigger inside the coat. But with the zip broken,
Okay.
you can't get to the thing.
Okay, this campaign has gone to hell. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Oh boy. And I still haven't done my scene for after we left Warren's tent either.
No, you were going to do that, but then he had to do something.
Yeah, but then Ross had to decide to go ahead with this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, despite the fact it doesn't make sense chronologically. Now I have to do a flashback scene, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
But also, then again, we're also missing Solomon, so you're missing the whole team's reaction.
Yeah, that's true, but it's like...
I know, this is screwing up your plans.
yes, I hate when this happens, when I have plans and I want everyone to be there to basically
Wow.
have the reaction. Sort of
Navarre, I hope you never get to DM then.
Oh, believe me, if I was DMing, I would basically make it. If one person can't make it, no one's going anywhere.
We're going to do nothingness for days. Ooh.
Unless
Come on, finish rendering.
you're rendering a new 3D animation or model or something.
Yeah, but it's actually finished rendering. The set didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to. Oh, that's why, because there's actually two overlaid on the model. That's why.
Well, that's
That
good.
explains that then. There's actually two of them there.
Oh, goody. That sounds
Oh,
a bit
that's-
a buggery then for you.
Yeah, that explains it now. Why this Form 12 seems to be much weirder. It's not shaped. There's two of them. That explains it. The different thing.
So, should we answer questions from the chat?
Yeah,
Take
Sure,
Chad,
advantage
fine,
of
no,
this.
go for it.
Chad, do you have any?
questions?
Yeah, Draco Guardian Fairy, do you have any questions you want us to answer for you while we're waiting for Ross?
Do you have any
About this
problems,
campaign?
conundrums, or issues, major or minor, that we, as good players, can answer for you?
Yeah, because
Wow, I cannot believe you referenced that episode of Microphonics.
I should probably find that probably one of my more entertaining episodes because she goes schizo.
Oh, absolutely. That and the one in which Pinkamena goes schizos are two of my favorites.
I actually prefer the Luna one because, like, hello, I'm your friend. They blow you across the stage.
Yeah, okay,
Come
Luna.
back!
Okay, Luna is very fun, but that episode has problems.
All the episodes have problems if you actually stop and think about it.
Oh yes, yeah, well, some more than others. But
Yeah.
Some are
anyway,
big problems, some are little problems, and some are problems.
and some have time travel in it.
yeah, Demonox knows of all the problems I have with the show, but he knows I like it overall. And
Yeah, well, yeah.
And some
yeah,
have problems
most,
with goblins called Bob.
yeah, last
Nick-
season was pretty forgettable overall.
yeah, save for the last two episodes.
Last two
maybe a
episodes at
couple-
least. Yeah, save for those two, and even those two had a really, really problematic and completely rushed on nonsensical finale.
Are we talking about this season?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
this season.
Yeah, don't worry.
I
We're
haven't
not,
seen the season at the end. So.
yeah, we're not going to spoil anything for you, don't we?
There
I'll
isn't
get
really
around to
much
watching
to
it eventually.
spoil, honestly.
I'll get around to watching it all eventually. I tend to leave things like that for quite a while, and then I'll suddenly like rush watch and watch all 20 odd in one go. I've done that. I've literally watched a season from an entire anime from start to finish in one or 2 days.
Do
Yeah,
not mind.
It's called binge watching. We all have that phase at some point.
Don't mind me. I'm eating my sandwich right now, just so because I'm on strike right now.
This has
Mhm.
really gone to the dogs. This whole stream. Wow. So
know.
much filler.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every single guy I kill.
That's bad. That's slightly more tolerable version.
Yeah,
With the
I was good.
buildings burning.
Hey, you know
and
about the
bombs running.
You know about the Christmas slasher film in which Bill Goldberg is Santa Claus and goes around killing people?
Yes.
Then you got
Yeah,
Krampus.
that was a thing. Santa's sleigh. That was a thing. I want to see Bill Goldberg dressed as Santa Claus, spearing Brock Lesnar. Come to think.
Oh, it could be worse. You could be like me, Madhog, and you have to actually play all the various Christmas carols and tunes for the next 4 weeks.
Really? That's your job?
I don't know. I'm unemployed. I'm a carer.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kind of his dad right now.
Oh, yeah, but no, I'm a brass band musician, so I have to play brass music for the next. Unfortunately, Christmas season time is when we have to play nothing but Christmas track tunes from one concert to the next.
Oh,
And when you got
Demonox.
like 8 of them in a single fortnight, you got a lot to do it a lot of times.
Oh, Demonox. I would dread if you had to do what I used to do when I was at my drama club, because when I was at the amateur dramatics club,
Let me guess. You have
We
to play as baby Jesus every time.
Oh no, much worse, and probably more torturous to the both of you.
What?
We had to sing Christmas songs from July till the actual date of the performance, which was somewhere near the beginning of December.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to your tracks. You're supposed to your tracks from one month to.
Yeah, we have to practice singing the songs, when the timing, then we had the dances.
We should technically, the band, actually practice the tunes themselves weeks and weeks in advance, but we can never seem to get the band to go behind the action.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to
starting
practice these
see.
things, get them going, and they never want to do it.
I'm starting to think that our assaulter has pretty much has fallen asleep because of all this chatter.
Yeah, no, can you imagine? Yeah,
I
Chloe.
actually asked the chat if they had questions. Do they have questions? I'm not actually
No.
looking at the chat right now.
No, there's no
Anyone in
question.
the chat is actually still awake?
Well, Draco Guardian's technically there, but he's so far not asked us any questions about anything in particular.
Good for him.
Yeah, well,
So that's a bit disappointing.
Oh, I've done my let's play my streams, and I've gotten zero response from anybody for 1/2 hour to the next.
Eesh.
I know there was actually 3 people watching. I could see them on the chat, see them on the thing, but they didn't say anything. Oops, here comes our torturer. He's back. Shh. Pretend nothing happened.
Is everything okay?
Okay, I apologize for that. I sincerely do.
Okay, it's okay. We're glad you're back, Roz, because we were going insane. And apparently Draco Guardian enjoyed our random chatter about things.
Fantastic. Hey, at least I'll have a reason to listen to the stream after this.
Yeah, you haven't heard much. You haven't
There
missed
won't be much to hear, but yeah.
Okay, so have you formulated a battle tactic?
About half an hour ago, yes.
I formulated a tactic yet. Okay, this is from deliberation, but I'm gonna try this with Chloe. Basically, I'm gonna have her try and make him have an illusion of him thinking the gun is getting too hot to hold.
Interesting. Okay, so let me see if he buys it.
This
Please
is
buy
going
it.
to turn processor out.
Oh, he buys it hook, line, and sinker. He's like, ah!
Fight that gun!
He throws it away like, what devilry is this?
Ship,
Yeah.
gunman ship.
I'm
Chinese
gonna take
import.
Okay.
No, actually, the imported ones are the good ones. The homemade are the broken ones.
Oh no, there was always that red jacket bunch. They made good guns.
Okay, so
Remember
now
that
it's
gag from
his
The
turn.
Simpsons?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's he gonna do?
He's like, die, witch! And he throws a homemade explosive at you.
I knew it! I
Damn
knew
it.
it, bombs! I said it! I called it! Damn it!
Really?
Homemade bomb.
Okay, okay, so now you're gonna have to make a dexterity roll to try to minimize damage.
Oh
It's
no.
homemade bomb. That can't be that dangerous. It's not got the
It,
most.
like I said, it'll hurt, but maybe
23.
Like, oh, that's a
23.
pretty good
Okay,
roll.
so you'll take half of the potential damage from this.
Half the damage. Good lord.
Okay, so that's
Plus armor.
Oh yeah, I have plus 3 armor. So that means it'll take 3 of that.
Yes?
Yes.
A lot of dice rolling going on.
That's why it's for all the people in the room. Oh no, it's for all the people in the room, isn't it?
Well, you can't be that made a good bomb. You stood on the other side of the room for starters. The camera crew would be behind you.
No,
If it was
this is...
that damn good bomb, he'd be killing himself.
Oh
you
no,
You should use your
okay.
gravitas.
So maximum. So the full damage on this would be 40. You take half of that.
So, okay, so that'd be like... Okay, let me
20.
see here.
Then
So
you
it's
apply your armor from there.
Okay, so
17.
25 minus 20
17.
plus this the 3 that will make me 8 that I'll have 8 health. Please tell me that no one else was hurt in this.
Well, that's a good question.
No.
Most of them had already ducked for cover to begin with because of how he entered the room, so the damage is minimal.
Okay,
They got some cuts and scrapes, but it doesn't look like anyone's severely injured.
Right.
that's
that
it. Chloe, gloves off.
Hold on. The attacker is also injured as well at this point. However, he got much of the blowback of this.
What a freaking moron!
He just killed himself, didn't he?
He is still up, but he is in the quote unquote injured status.
Chloe could look
Right.
and punch him out.
Right. What to do, because this is
Illusion,
Okay,
foot
this
of
is-
God.
Nah, that won't work.
No.
He's throwing bombs.
no. That's it. I'm going to go with my second plan, my original plan that I was about to go with. I'm going to cast illusion to make him see Jesus himself.
Am I dead, Jesus? Yes.
Not yet, you are, son. I'm actually going to have to nip off for 2 seconds. So,
Okay,
I'll-
you do that.
Okay.
still be online stream, I just won't be able to.
So, again, I apologize for before, but anyway. Okay, so let's see if he buys it.
If he doesn't,
He's like, oh, holy God! It's a miracle!
I'm gonna have Jesus look at him in disappointment, going like, "You have disappointed me, child."
No. No. he looks like he's heartbroken, but you have to understand, your word must be spread to all, and you can't have any other. And
slapped in the
heretics.
face.
My
Bitch
word must
slaps
be
in the
spread.
face.
Yeah, my word must be spread, but only in peace, child.
And also, his word was about peace and tolerance to begin with. So, yeah, there's that.
The fact you went and did this does not speak of what I truly stand for, and for that, you must
Go to hell.
you must either you will go to hell, or you will I'm trying to think what the word
Purgatory.
is. No, you must find a way to make peace with this.
Repent, I
and,
think
and
is the word.
repent for thy
Repent.
sins.
Confess, repent, change
It's
your
like,
way.
You just see him like bowing, saying he's not worthy. And, he's basically having a full episode at this point.
Yeah,
That's
I would-
hilarious.
I would hope someone would basally.
Okay, you just
Oh.
see lady from the audience get up. She just goes over and looks at the injured and goes over to the injured attacker. He is like, I do believe the threat has passed. If you wish to, it doesn't look like anyone else is injured. I will tend to his wounds, she says. And, roll a perception.
Okay, perception. That'll be 0 for that. So, 13. So not good.
That's still good enough. So you notice that at her, when she treats the wounds, you see a faint magical glow.
Yeah. Chloe looks a bit surprised and goes like, "You can use magic?" She whispers to her.
So she just looks embarrassed for a second, like, it's my God-given gift, ma'am.
Well, as long as you use it for good, that's all that matters. As far as I'm concerned. Though, she looks in. I'm sorry about all this. This all happened because I came here. So
I don't believe this one will be doing any more damage anytime in the near future. The authorities will be here shortly. So if, as I said before, if you wish to take your leave,
yeah,
I can make sure that this one does not go anywhere.
She looks at her with, thankful for her efforts, and I'm trying to think now. I thank you for that. Though I would rather feel more comfortable if I could at least I'm trying to figure out how to say this now because I'm all on a spin now with my head.
See, it's like,
Right.
it seems you also have a wonderful understanding of the message of our Lord and Savior as well. I found that rather surprising from someone in your particular status in life.
Oh, well, it's kind of my philosophy, and I make it my business to understand people as well as what they believe in. I'm very, I like to be open about that.
Well, I believe if there was more understanding in life, there would be less blood shed, certainly.
Yes, the bloodshed that needs to go, she says.
I'm too dirty. Must clean away.
Oh yes. Anyway, so she goes like, though if you want, I could stay and make sure that everything's okay and make sure everyone's all right first before I
Is she
leave.
the I'm sorry. Is she your rebound because you got rejected by the Mona?
No.
It's like, I will not stop you from staying, but don't you have important matters to attend to of your own? Being someone with such a high position of authority, I can imagine that your schedule is rather crowded.
Yes, it is, but I don't know. I'd feel bad if I just left and without seeing it through, you know? And I would want to make sure everyone's okay, at least.
Well, I do not see any visible injuries on anyone else in the room, but you could attend to to them if you so wish.
Okay, okay, yes, oh wait, can I actually heal? Yes, I can.
You can only heal from severely injured, I believe. So no one
Yes,
here is
no
severely
one's
injured, but you
no one's
could help improve morale and whatnot. Many people are shaking up.
okay, so I have courage and I can instill courage at least.
Mhm.
Uh, yes, I probably will instill courage if everyone's shaken, but
Yes.
you know, I will be yeah, so I will cast the oh wait, what was it called again? Because yeah, Oberon. I will
Book of
use Oberon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use Oberon's ability to you know, basically to make the crowd more courageous and feel less scared about the situation.
Okay,
Now it's
they
over.
seem to be close to normalcy at this point.
Yeah. So Chloe just smiles at this slightly and goes like, again, I would like to say to all of you, I'm sorry about all this. I wish this didn't come to pass because of just my presence. So she just bows her head as if apologetic to everyone, despite the fact it's probably not her fault anyway.
They give you like consoling looks like that, and many of them say, "No, it's not your fault at all. It was that bastard." You know, looking down at the extremist who's still like basically speaking tongues at this point.
Right. So
Like-
yeah, yeah. So were you about to say something, Ross?
The woman just says, "I suppose I owe you at least a name. It's unfair that that I know yours and you're unaware of mine."
Oh, of course. I was about to ask actually after I was done here. What's your name then?
My name is Alexiel. I have a feeling our paths will cross in the future.
What happened?
I pray that they're on friendly terms.
Oh, wait, I get it. She's a Templar or a Paladin or
Yeah.
something.
So
Okay, catch up,
yeah.
please.
Okay, I'll catch you up in a moment. I'm just finishing up this scene here.
Yeah, just
Okay,
fast and
Chloe- Chloe Veg goes, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry, just it takes me a bit to remember the name properly. Alexia, you say it was?
Alexiel.
Oh, Alexiel. Sorry, you have to forgive me. It takes me a bit to remember names. I have to remember so many names at once.
Yeah, a bit remember stupid names.
Yeah, so she just shakes her hand. You know, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you, though, and I hope we do meet again. If you feel like you want to visit, I'm always at Alfheim most times.
I will take it under consideration.
I think it'd be nice to meet you again and get to know you more.
He's like, mayhaps.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a wild guess that once the situation's
Okay,
all
so the authorities arrive and start bringing the attacker in. She is following them out.
yeah.
As she is walking out, roll a perception.
Okay. 19.
It's pretty good. You could swear that if you squint really hard, you can see a faint light over her head, but it's so indistinct it's difficult to make out.
Oh.
She's Chloe's a bit intrigued, but she's gonna keep this to herself, this knowledge, just in case it comes up.
Because that's a great idea, and it has
At least
never
right now.
actually backfired.
Yep,
That's
the
right,
you
there
get
was
back
no
up to-
Mischief Day incident at all.
Right, so
Yeah. I'm glad to see you learn nothing from last experience.
okay, Demonox, what has basically happened? When did you leave exactly?
You were summoning Jesus.
Yes, I basically had Jesus berate the guy, and he was all mumbling in tongues, like as if, and
You
scouring.
think
in
actually
fear.
worked?
It worked.
Bloody hellfire.
I know, and he was begging for forgiveness from him as well.
Okay, and then Alexiel came.
Yeah, Alexiel came in to heal the wounded, and I got to have a chat with her. So not much. You haven't missed much.
Okay, by the sound of it, this Alexiel, from what I just caught, sounds like either blessed by angels or is one of their Earth agents.
Well, she did.
So both
say,
sides have an Earth agents. Everyone
I
does
see.
that.
Well, she seems to be quite impressed with my knowledge of their religion, of the Christian religion. So that might be something.
So basically, your knowledge of the Christian religion is the statue of Catholicism. Wow, just spouting stereotypical Jesus nonsense, and she thinks you're a-okay.
If you're that way inclined, it could be a good thing. Right, so, hey.
Okay, so so once everything's all done and dusted, Chloe shall take her leave back to Alfheim then.
Alrighty.
Just as a
Okay.
reminder, Ross, I still have that
Yeah,
roleplay thing
so
called
yeah,
a
you can
flashback.
do your role-playing thing at this point now.
Yeah, so it's just a flashback to after Warren's, we all leave the
Reveal,
tent.
gotcha, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this for scene purposes, but Chloe
Okay.
would have hanged back a little so that everyone would have went in front of her, sort of thing.
Okay.
So then she would then pipe up saying, "Do you see? Such pain, pointless suffering and oppression, such chaos needs, should cease to exist. It brings no joy, no gain for all, no progress. All it breeds is wasted purpose and stagnation. Such futile senselessness must not carry on unhindered. Warren and all the fairies who suffered and are continuing to suffer as we speak don't deserve this for mistakes they themselves did not commit. This must be put right. Yet we need more time, strength, before we can even hope to end this godly farce."
Well, Ross, I hope you were playing that particular Danganronpa song during that monologue.
I wasn't actually.
Notice
I didn't
is-
know the tone that she was going for before that, so I didn't have it ready.
Well,
Whoops.
Mona's nodding in agreement with this, if she heard it.
Yeah. She's speaking audibly to everyone in the area,
Oh,
so
okay.
they would have noticed.
Oh yeah, the Mona's agreeing, nodding. She's already had her rant and rave, so she's just nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Manny has his arms crossed and he's nodding with his eyes closed in the typical sage manner because that's never getting old.
Yeah. So Chloe looks at everyone, and then she seems to take out her fey rapier, looking at it with a somber expression.
All for one.
No, no. This blade is
You'll have my axe.
This blade is serving a lie like this. She uses her illusion magic to change the sword into what looks like a sturdy wooden wand. It's still a sword technically, but it's illusion. So
Yeah, it's been glammed.
So there he goes. So I can do that, right, Ross?
Yes.
Okay, it's just that this is good for thematic reasons, of course. There. Now it feels more suited for its purpose in these hands, she says, as she puts the wand down to her side, and she looks at everyone going I know what we face is not easy, and things are only going to get more difficult from here on out. But I know only one thing, and that is, I know I can count on you all to get through this tremendous endeavor we are bound to undertake. However, from this point on, I want to say that each of you are precious to me, and I'm glad that I've met you. So please, don't die on me, she says with a kind of a smile, but yet a tear goes down her face.
Okay, how about a group hug? Everybody hug Chloe.
Oh wow.
Manny goes for the bear hug of affection.
I think Damona's going to be a bit...
Ramona doesn't do the bear hug thing, but she will put a hand on Chloe's shoulder, like... Don't forget, she can't reach over Maddie, so put a hand on her shoulder like a modern. You know she's got a support.
Yeah. A silent support. And I'm guessing Solomon will be like, oh, right, hug!
Oh, right, hug!
Pretty
Does this
much.
mean I'm moving past the friendship base?
I got hugs for everyone.
Oh,
Does that mean I'm
boy.
finally moving past friendship?
Yay! That's all I wanted to do, just to basically,
Yeah.
for thematic reasons. So she technically has a rapier that is now in the form of a wooden, oversized wand, essentially.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I've got to say that scene that you just did could really go either way in the long run. Either you go crazy with your obsession for peace and order to the point that you try to annihilate the concept of self-consciousness.
Okay,
No, you try to annihilate the concept of self-consciousness because you realize that the root of evil lies in people's
Free will.
Free will.
or no, in people's self-consciousness or self-identity, people's ability to think, to be sapient, essentially. And you will try to annihilate that, and this becomes a really, really bad, really pretentious Japanese animated sci-fi film I've seen this year, that titled Harmony, which is the most vomit-inducing thing I've ever seen since the Matrix trilogy and Evangelion fused together, honestly.
Oh, Madhog. When it comes to creativity, you'll know that I don't go for the typical.
No, but that's but I'm saying it would be cool if you turn out to be the actual secret
true
final
villain
boss
of the
in the
game.
end, because you've organically gone off the band and there's a point of no return, and we all have to band together in the hopes to actually reason with you, to make you see the light. Otherwise, this ends up like Jean Grey and the Phoenix.
Oh god.
I don't think that's gonna end up like that, with considering how this D&D campaign is structured. But it's nice.
But it would be. It's a nice thought. It's a nice thought.
Oh,
Could
no,
happen.
oh, believe me, I thought about it way before you even thought of it yourself.
I know you did. I mean, it's something in your mannerism, in your acting, suggested that. Definitely.
Okay, so things now transpiring this coming week.
Oh,
Cindy's water finally breaks.
Oh,
Oh!
shit! Okay.
Oh, God!
Manny, oh my God! Manny's on the phone. Hello, Doctor Hospital. We're bringing
Like, oh, you could just have. You could just have.
Doctor Hospital, we're bringing the baby to the mother to get impregnated. Oh gosh! Smashes the phone. It's like the scene from the Flintstones. He opens the door, closes the door, smashes on the door, and then takes the car and forgets the wife and comes back. And he
You don't have a
accidentally
car.
hooks up the pet, and it's not the wife, it's the pet. Damn it! And then finally gets the wife, and he just runs there. The wife in his arms. Oh my God! I'm going to be a daddy! Ah! Breaking things as he runs towards the hospital. Oh no!
Well, the
Dr.
hospital's
White!
in the next town over, so you're gonna be running for a while.
Ah, Dr. Wife! The hospital is coming to give birth to the hospital.
We really need a hospital of our own. I just
God,
realized.
That'd be a good,
Oh my
that'd
God,
be a
this
good
guy-
thing.
How is this going to work? How are we going to get the hospital from the baby as giving birth to the mother? I mean,
How are we gonna get the hospital from the mother?
How are we gonna do that? It's not possible.
So, this
Okay,
is
cool.
going to take up Manny's week for obvious reasons.
okay, so I should say that moment was my favorite Flintstones moment of all time.
Yeah, it's a very amusing scene.
It was.
The Flintstones, anyway.
Okay, so, and that is one last thing I need to roll.
Roll for the gender of the baby. Oh wait.
Okay, so the birth goes off without any complications.
Who's giving
Yes.
birth? Who's the doctor? Who's actually practicing this?
Dr. Allcom.
I don't have a name for the doctor. He's just a
Yeah,
one-off
let's call him Allcom.
incidental character, so
Okay.
we'll call him Dr. Aries. There we go.
Okay. Dr. Harris.
Dr.
Okay.
Aries with an E.
Aries.
Dr. Aries.
Fun
Yes.
fact, that was the doctor that gave birth to me. Well, I mean, saw the birth.
Okay.
So-
The only
okay,
reason
so-
I know
That's
this
really-
is because there was a point on the intercom at the hospital where they ended up paging Dr. Aries for Mary Fairies. And like everyone busted up laughing.
Sounds funny.
Okay.
Yes. Oh
Alright,
gosh.
Anyway, so that is a thing, and you and Cindy gives birth to a healthy baby girl.
Yes! 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 I'm a daddy! Oh my God, I'm a daddy. Many faints. He leaves a mark on the floor.
Oh, dunk.
Like the earth trembles
Yeah,
because
that's
of
right.
when
That's
it
another
was-
roll I have to make that I forgot. Oh wow. Okay.
I
That
like
was
to
quick.
you lost.
That
I was finished
didn't
doing my
take
thing,
long.
so.
Okay, so what happened?
Sorry.
Yeah, what happened?
It's something that you will not see the results of yet, but
Oh.
it's just something that's transpiring behind the scene.
Okay.
scenes.
Damn it.
Okay, I would like to have a little RP moment with the wife and the baby, because I'm assuming we're having that classic scene in which the wife, very tired, holds the baby, and
Yes.
then the husband is there, because it's in every Hollywood film ever made. And
By all means,
so-
I just
even
don't-
if
I
like the
just-
wife doesn't usually get to hold the baby for any length of time for a couple days at least, usually. Yeah.
whatever, we are accelerating the times.
So I just got the funny mental image of like, Manny's like, don't worry, it's super strength, don't worry. I'm with you. Oh God. Don't worry, I'm with you. Oh my God. He pushes his hands.
Okay, no, nothing of the sort. Okay, so we are in the dimly lit room, and Cindy is very
You're in the
tired.
hospital room, Cindy looks weary-eyed. She went through the pain of a lifetime, but now she has a crying fairy in her
I like
arms.
to think that Manny was there the whole time holding her hand, because
Yes.
that's what a good husband do. Anyway,
Yes.
so he's there, and he actually goes closer by, and he tries to put an arm around the wife or something, very sheepishly, very delicately, because he's very, very, very self-aware about now. And then assuming the wife says something on the line, "Look, this is our baby," and then Manny gets to very carefully, very, very, very fearfully trying to hold the baby. He just holds her. She's the sleeping angel that emits some regurgitation noise.
No, she is not sleeping. She's crying a
Oh.
lot. Babies tend to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You're ruining the romanticism of the scene, damn it. Anyway. Oh, shh.
Realism!
Okay. Yeah, if you wanted realism, you wouldn't have this scene to begin with. Anyway, so Manny tries to calm down the baby to rocking her very gently. What do I roll for that?
Let's see. That is a roll on my end. You are actually successful. You're able to rock the baby to sleep.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop.
So precious.
I
And
know.
Cindy just looks at you like that. Then she just has a realization. I've been so busy with everything going on. I haven't even thought of a name.
Oh.
She looks like she's like tearing up at this point.
Yeah,
Like
well,
I was expecting
yes,
Mother.
Manny
How
is-
could I forget the name? That's
Manny is not too far behind from tearing up himself, I think. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't been thinking of a name myself. I mean, to be fair, we didn't even know if she was going to be a boy or a girl. So, honestly, what's the point in crying over spilled milk? It's not like we could have predicted that. We didn't exactly have the equipment to figure that out. So we can think of a name right now, can't we?
I guess we can. Lord, I don't want to have a common name. Everyone has a common name. And heck, most of them trace back to Christian religion.
I shall name your baby.
Okay, Chloe bursts into the room.
Like the Kool-Aid Man!
You!
You!
I shall name them.
This child shall now be named. Come bring forth
I'm
thy
sorry, but
child.
I couldn't help but think of, because I love naming characters, but go on.
Actually, I think I have a name in mind for our beautiful daughter. See if you like it.
Okay.
How about fairies?
Seriously.
Oh,
I
Ross.
think-
Let's call her Ross. It's a beautiful name, Ross. It's a unisex name
Yeah.
too.
Rossi.
What's
It's like,
Ross.
personally, the first thing that popped into my head was summer, but
Summer is even better. Even better.
Let's go spring though.
Oh, come on, autumn. Freaking.
Winter.
It's coming.
no,
Anyway.
no, it isn't.
Oh
It is. I sent you a picture to prove it.
No.
anyway. So I guess this is summer. This is summer. Hey, Summer. Look, this is your mother. She's the most beautiful mother anyone can. At this point, Manny just hands the baby over and just bursts into open wailing, just crying. Oh, we're parents. Okay.
Okay, you just
big-
see a doctor and a nurse just looking from outside the room, just kind of thing on. They just kind of look at each other like, are all fairies like this?
Like
Fuck
humans,
you.
you mean? You mean like
your
hu-
parents.
They didn't have earshot. They were just kind of saying that to each other.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good thing. Anyway, I think they would have been covered by the crying of men. They just this gigantic grown ass guy just wailing like a baby.
Yeah, going like,
Okay, so I guess that was a scene.
That was definitely a scene that happened. I've been rolling for the last couple months to see when the time would be.
What
that's
the
secret
hell are we going to do with this baby? Is she going to be a major part of the story somehow? Is there going to be a kidnapping storyline? Oh,
Please
I hope
no.
I
not.
would really like to not, just because it's so cliche.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Plus, I would like to think Manny and Cindy together would be very protective of their baby, to the point it'd be like trying to invade Fort Knox to kidnap the baby.
How much of a role this child plays is really up to how much Manny wishes to roleplay it. Madhog wishes to roleplay it, essentially.
Honestly,
I'm not going to
the
have it
idea-
be a shackle upon your character. So
I have to say, the idea of fatherhood really terrorizes me in real life. So,
that's any man, sir.
yes.
Oh, baby, it's great. Never have spoken of it again.
Oh man.
Oh man.
So now we will see what everyone else is doing this week.
Actually, this could be a perfect opportunity to actually reenact every sitcom ever made.
Please don't.
Baby.
Do that and we will
no.
mute you.
Madog,
Please don't,
no.
because as soon as you go to Full House, I will literally kill myself.
I did not have
Never
Full
seen it.
House. I did not have Full House in mind. I did not even watch it. But
Oh, thank
you
God,
know
it's
what
the
I-
most boring
you know
show
what I-
ever.
But
Madhog.
you know what I did watch at the time? Okay, so we're going to move in a bustling neighborhood. We're going to have a quirky black kid as
Oh
a
God,
neighbor.
Family Matters,
with
really?
giant overalls, and he's going to intrude in
Yeah.
every moment of our family.
Christ, fuck.
Madog, please. For the love of goodness gracious of Titania, please.
It's going to be the voice of Sonic in the 90s.
No. Okay,
But-
that's enough. Okay, so
We pass school.
so Chloe, what are you doing this week?
Oh gosh, but all this hustle and bustle and the emotion, the babies and such. Okay.
Because Cindy's out, Demona basically you're either going to have you're going to have to take over her post as basically the fairy that does shit, or Demona's going to have to.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's put Sarah in that position.
Oh gosh, no.
No, we
No,
want
it's-
to actually be able to find the city.
No, it's easy. Let's actually put a trail of dead butterflies where she needs to go.
Funny
Ooh,
you
a
should
butterfly.
say that.
Ooh, a butterfly.
You actually see out the window Riley is still tailing Sarah, I should say.
He's 3 times her age, for crying out loud.
That looks a bit sus.
Oh.
Okay, what do you want to do, Dudox? Do you want to handle Cindy's job?
Well, you do technically need
Honestly,
to train.
I have to say, honestly, I'm a bit upset that my friends were not there when the baby was born. It's
Madhog, you kind of left in a hurry, so no one knew what was going on before it was too
You
late.
forgot to
I
actually tell
was
anybody
young.
you were having a kid.
I've been yelling, the waters are broke, the waters are broke, I'm gonna have a baby, I'm gonna have that daddy, while I was running. I think, how didn't that tip you off, really?
Well, it just kind of just happens so fast, and Chloe's like, "What?"
You're screaming something about water.
Okay. So
Okay.
the next. Okay.
Did
So the
someone
next
poison the water? Oh, I bet
Okay.
someone peed in it. Okay.
Actually,
Well,
actually, I should. Okay. So the next morning.
Oh.
Marchminga!
No.
Yeah, he goes to the
Yeah.
top of the.
He shows the baby to the king, to the animals of the kingdom from the top, the rock.
No, more like atop of the spire of the Great Garden Church.
There's no
This is
spire there yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
not
my!
yet.
I thought there would be.
Not yet.
Yet.
Okay. Okay. So you are saying you want to do Cindy's job, Demox?
Well, you did say, Madhog, you did say you
Yes.
needed to do some training, Devar.
Yes.
You were on about getting some training done. But it's
Yes,
entirely
I
up to you.
was. Yes.
Let's face it, I have the highest attack score in the entire group.
Yes, and you could afford to miss 1 week of training, at
Yeah,
least.
well, yeah, if I use the rapier, plus my rapier, I've got about 18 points in attack score.
Right. So.
So Draco Guardian has to jet for dinner, but he's saying it was fun to watch as usual.
Oh, it's nice of you to come,
Hey.
Draco Guardian, and thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Draco.
you so much.
And we hope
Marchminga!
And we hope you had fun listening to our antics. So goodbye and take care to you, Draco Guardian.
Same here. Have a good night.
Okay. Okay. So the only thing I could train in realistically would be the martial arts or
Mhm.
the.
Which is still really helpful for you because of your massive intelligence.
Yes, because I really need it. Also, because I have nothing else to train, unless I really want to waste 1 week on charisma, but that's not really something I'm going to be doing. I would want to waste it on on something with strength involved, so I get rid of that detriment without having to
Oh,
level.
that's right. I forgot to roll something from the
Oh, right up.
previous thing. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
You know, some of-
This was me being a stupid head. You get 87 reputation, Chloe.
Oh,
Yay.
87. Let me plus that then. Let's see. Where's my reputation? Ah, here it is.
I think we just pulled the rank section.
Okay, so it's 2,610 plus how much you say? 87.
Yes.
The 2,697.
Yeah, it's 2,697. Yes, gotcha. Okay.
Manny still has 3,514 reputation.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has
So
0 authority, though.
please, none of this now.
Okay. Anyway, so
Plus, I can at least boast a name, though.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes. Anyway, because realistically, the only thing I could do to train in would be the dojo, would be martial arts.
Which,
correct.
as Ross said,
If
it
you
would
wish
be-
to improve your character beyond reputation, that's pretty well. Actually, you could technically raise your intelligence or charisma. Remember, your intelligence is no longer capped.
Nor is my
Don't
wisdom.
tempt,
I know that
don't
much.
tempt them.
I know, but
It's already reached the apocalyptic levels of intelligence here.
right. So
World crush.
I'll keep that in mind. I thought that'd be the case, but I didn't want to do that just yet because all my other
Could get
stats
crushed in.
have been quite lacking. So I need to fix that. So I need to do that. So I'll be going to the dojo this week then.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, you have an event.
I can get an event.
Okay, but what's do
Okay,
I
so
get?
first let's see. That is a thing now. You decided to take a field trip to the beach and practice your martial arts in the lapping waves. The extra resistance made your session take a little less time, although the travel time kind of made up for that savings. However, you do get +1 to your combat attack and +1 to swim.
Okay,
That's
so
a really weird combination of events.
Swim.
Okay,
Hey, it's better
so
than me, Madhog. I read a book and got swim. For some strange reason. I was in the library and I suddenly got swim.
I was kind of hoping you would say, Ross, that you get +1 to strength because you are going against the waves.
No.
No, I have a pre-made chart here. So
You got swim.
That's a
I
very
have-
particular.
I
That's a very
have
particular perk you got.
okay, so I have +3 to my swimming then.
Hey, you can swim. I have a +1 score. I don't bother with it.
Chloe only has this swimming just because, well, I said originally that she would have part-time. She would work part-time during lifeguard duty, but that never came up.
No.
yeah, the school basically you came at the end of the school. Your school year was ending, and then the whole
Boom.
daily existence of Beachside was kind of destroyed before summer work came around.
Yeah,
God.
so yeah,
On the plus side, I think you like your new job better.
it,
Yeah, good days.
it comes with, it has a good and bad sides to it.
Okay, so
Actually, speaking of bad sides, I just remember this old. Shut up. I just remember this old time. Since man is lower half, it's basically the half of a goat because it's a satire, a satyr.
Mhm.
Basically, all this time he's been wearing a t-shirt and nothing else.
The words "Oh God" come to mind.
Because he has already furry pants, essentially.
Yeah, but that doesn't cover his member, unfortunately.
So yeah,
Uh.
should wear some pants.
Oh boy.
Pants.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's going to end things with Chloe.
Yeah, I have
in the-
9 attack now. Isn't that nice?
Okay,
well,
so now
11 with the rapier.
So now over to
Demona?
Miss Demona, I should say. So
Yes.
so the first report you guys about the overall state of the church in Alfheim right now. Morale seems to be very high. You recently had that big festival that happened that
Yeah,
did
that
a
was
great
good.
job
Boost
in
them.
increasing morale. Generally, people have a favorable impression of Amber, which is the person that the public interacts with
She's
the
the PR
most.
people.
She's the sprite of the
All the
Alfheim.
relations.
Yes. As far as numbers are concerned, Joyce and Ashley seem to have been balancing the books effectively.
That's good.
The Fae God has been, of course, has been on standby. There hasn't been really any incidents to really respond to. And you notice that what Cindy was working on is a plan to expand the church beyond just Alfheim.
Ah.
Demona,
Let's see,
has
just
access,
targeting.
Demona has access to all this top secret.
It's not top secret. Technically, they're
No,
the same
it's in
rank.
public records.
Okay,
Cool,
so
so-
let me just have to go to a different place for these notes.
I just imagine now Demona's like at Cindy's desk and is like, "Oh, I could get used to this." To her
Okay,
chair.
so
My chair's bigger.
her goal is to set up churches within five neighboring or close by states before long. Her goal is to set them up within a couple months, but she doesn't know how realistic that is.
Okay.
Looking at the books, you currently have a membership of 19,997, and all 99% of which are actually in Alfheim.
Ah, so 1% is not.
And well, you would assume that these are people that are from basically like called in or whatnot, and expressed that they wish to be members but couldn't physically make it.
Yeah.
And currently in your coffers you have $10,100.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing
So as far as expansion to another state, you would have to, of course, buy build. You would first have to figure out where exactly you would like to open that. What states you would want to bring them to. Neighboring states would be easiest. That would include Maryland. Let's see, what else borders Maryland? Virginia. I don't think you're going to be able to get one in Washington, D.C. at this point, just for reasons.
Out of the stretch.
Yes. What else borders Maryland? Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey is fairly close by, so you could probably get that as well. I think West Virginia also borders it. Sorry, my geography is a little rusty.
That's great, because you're American. I am not entirely certain about your...
I have to actually
most of your
bring up a
states.
fucking map of America just to be sure.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, skills that you do not utilize very much tend not to get reinforced in one's brain, and when you're over 30, much of this knowledge escapes you.
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know geography geography stops being an obligatory class after middle school in my country?
Wow.
Wow.
About the same thing here, really.
About everywhere, I think. It's extremely underrated.
I was correct. West Virginia does border it.
Okay, so that's quite a fair few places.
Yep.
Depends
I'm zooming in so I can see. Actually looking at a map of America as we speak.
It depends really.
See,
Any of
look, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Okay, let's
It's
see. The map of
MD what
America.
we're on about. Where's
Let's
Maryland?
see.
There's Maryland. Found you.
Let's see. There's Texas, and then everything else.
yeah, that
Wow.
makes sense.
Now, let's see where we are. Let's see. Okay, so looking at the potential target zones.
So you would have to figure out what kind of state, what states, of course. Then you would have to consider what size of church that you would want to open. I would imagine you would want to start with small ones to begin with, but...
Yeah.
I like
smaller
the
ones
thing-
would be easy to manage and stay slightly less offensive to other people. It would keep us not very. They're also cheaper and quicker to put that gets it up.
And then
And
you would have...
and you can marry with your goat.
And you would also have to decide whether you wish to rent buildings or purchase them.
Purchasing would be quick on the fact, but more costly. Rentings does leave us up more to the whims of the owner, but it's cheaper in the short term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Depends on how much one would cost. I mean, are there different rates in each
Oh,
state?
yeah.
It can vary wildly from state, and depending on whether you're going for an urban or a rural area, it can also differ greatly as well.
Rural might be a good idea. So if we start in rural areas first, and get like small villages and get them up and running, then we can sort of like have the more force to go into the bigger cities.
And finally, the last thing on Cindy's current agenda was a solution for getting information out to the entire church, considering it's going to be far beyond just the scope of a single building before long, or even a single city. She thought that something along the lines of either a TV or a radio station, with a radio station having better range, might be prudent.
That might be a good project to set up first before we actually start obtaining territory outside is we're getting communications up and running.
Since Cindy's going to be out for the
use...
next 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to
you
be
don't
your
say.
job to spearhead this.
Because if we get a radio station up and running, not only can it be used for communications, but if it's our own personal radio, we can use it to inspire and boost morale.
It would be
Which
your
is-
own personal radio station.
I can imagine Demona just holding the papers, opens the door and goes like, "Do we have a radio person in the house?"
Which one of you guys can do radio? If
Like,
none
of
you put
course,
your
the
hands
last
up,
thing,
you
of
will
course,
be
it
made
would be
radio.
when setting up these churches, you would have to choose sprites for them. You could either leave it to Joyce, or you could do it yourself, as micromanage it.
Right, that's
Let's
good.
see. That's a lot of stuff to think on.
Yeah, it is.
I think for my first action is definitely going to have to be get the radio station up and running. Otherwise, recruiting outside is going to just actually get in the building. It's going to slow down very quickly because we won't be able to actually send messages that quickly.
Okay, let's see how much this is going to cost overall.
Yeah. Let's find out the bill first.
Yeah, then you can pull out if it costs too much.
They estimate renovating one of the unused buildings in Beachside into a radio station would cost about $300,000.
Oh,
Well then.
wow.
Bloody hellfire.
don't have
And
that.
it would take roughly 4 months to complete. That's with everyone working for with considerable resources
Manpower.
poured into that as far as labor is concerned.
Good
You-
lord.
You could, of course, do it in such a way that you make it take longer so you can increase your cash flow in the time being.
Set up as a standing project.
Hmm.
Would we have to pay a deposit though? For that.
You could also look at trying to get a loan to build it, or look for investors that may want to may see money in it.
Well, let's face it, some investors might actually like the idea of being
Yeah.
part owners of a new radio station
Yeah, but
that has
it
a
would
dedicated audience.
Yeah.
And then you would also have to make the decision on whether you would want advertisers on board in this radio station or not.
Advertisers
Whether it's
will
going to
get
be
money.
strictly informational or whether it is going to be more along the lines of entertainment. Considering the resort
Resort
tourist
ideas, and it's going to affect you.
idea, if you could probably make a case for it becoming a entertainment that also you can use as a podium to release your announcements on and make advertising money on it.
Yeah, that was a sound good ideas to consider.
Yeah, definitely getting the radio station up and running with maybe some investors.
Uh,
It might entice them to come and put their actual businesses in Beachside.
Let's see. So,
This might cost a bit though. It's definitely going to.
well,
rip-
investors is one basically. You could poke around and see if you could find anyone willing to invest in this sort of thing.
The Mona
Dem-
knows people.
Demona takes the paper. She opens the door and goes like, "Anybody got money?"
Win. Yeah, okay. You know where this is going. Might as well say it. We've got to have money.
Got to have
Money,
more
money.
money.
Money is such a beautiful word.
It is.
But I've got
It
friends
is.
on the other side.
Oh, come on! You can't transition. You can't suddenly transition to a good song.
Oh yes, I can. Let's see. No, if we go for the radio station first, it'll take a while, but at the same time, it would then allow us to expand more securely, knowing that we can get information out and use and communication over much longer range and distances.
Yeah,
At the same
true.
time, we can also use it for entertainment and, as Russell said, because it's a resort, we can also make the argument to put podium announcements and such on it.
Yeah. Also, two things. One, it costs $300,000.
Yes.
And two, we could have Ross Fairies' Monster Girl Encyclopedia on there as a sponsor.
Sponsored by Monster
Sounds
Girl
like a great
Encyclopedia.
idea. That sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm glad you agree,
Let's do
Madhog.
it.
Let's see. Yeah, because definitely radio is definitely going to be a better option. Because we say go try and
I mean,
get
if you
a
want,
church outside now.
everybody collectively not to take us seriously anymore, that's the way to do it.
What sort of thing would I have to roll to try and find out about investors?
Well, that's actually going to be up to me. It's going to be a... So basically, you're going to put out some hits on various websites that, professional websites that may be looking for such a thing, and we'll see if you get a hit or not.
Yeah, because that radio is going to be very helpful, and investors are useful anyway.
Wow, that was lucky. Okay, so a company by the name of Clear Channel has approached you. You roll a just intelligence check to see if you happen to know this particular company.
Okay,
Oh,
give me 2
God.
seconds.
How much intelligence do you have?
I have a score of 7.
Oh, gosh.
Thankfully, however, the dice are on my side because I just got a 23.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so you would have definitely heard of Clear Channel. It's actually difficult. Well, I wouldn't say it's difficult not to have, because essentially they've been buying up more or less all of the radio stations that they can get their hands on, along with many traditional forms of advertising like billboards.
Mm.
So
Okay,
they have created kind of a
Billboards are the
silent
future.
they've created kind of a silent monopoly using that
Ah.
method. So it's not a name that is like household at that point, but likely something.
Everyone in the business is going to know about it.
Exactly.
Okay, I like to think these guys are a bunch of old-timey rich people. They come and say, "Aha! Radiophonic broadcasting is the way of the future." Billboards.
No, they just say that currently they were already kind of looking for a site to create a new radio station in the Maryland area anyway. So this kind of aligned with the business
interests.
strategy as it was.
Plus, the fact it's a new. They can also get in on a new, soon to be pretty popular tourist destination. Because let's face it, it's springtime all year round.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be very popular very quickly.
Yep.
Especially if you can just the adjusted weather for like Christmas, make sure it snows. We can actually seriously corner the market on tourism.
We can do a live
Adjustable weather.
broadcast. Yeah,
You know,
we can do a
adjustable weather
live
patterns.
broadcast of springtime for Hitler.
Okay,
Spring.
so they making offer that they're willing to invest $900,000
for you
towards
not
this
Madhog.
endeavor.
refuse.
I didn't hear what he said.
So they make you an offer saying that they're willing to invest $900,000 towards this endeavor,
That's convenient.
Wow.
but
They're a
in
big company.
exchange,
Mhm.
they want
Here's the sketch.
full legal ownership of the radio station, as well as the ability to make all decisions as concerning advertisers and marketing.
Can I attempt a charisma thing to try and make the deal better for us? Not trying to increase the amount of money, just make so we can have some say in controlling it.
Okay, you can. Basically, you have to make them a counter offer.
That's true. But they probably won't. Will they take anything less than 100% of power, though?
Well, you notice that they're vastly overestimating your the budget that amount that
Bills.
you think it would cost.
Yeah, they
So
want to
that
put
gives you
900,000.
some
We only
wiggle
need,
room.
yeah, we only need 300,000.
Mm.
And
Surely tell them, no wait. I'm trying to think now how to handle this myself, actually, if I was in your shoes. Like, because, like, if we make it less, would that seem a bit, if we tell them, we want less money, would that seem weird?
no, but if we make out that other people have already thing for they're willing to let us have more control and whatnot, not some less money, or less money anyway. We got wiggle room on that score because we only need 300,000.
Yeah.
Shut up
So-
and take the money.
They want offer 600,000 more. But if we can say, well, it's not going to cost you that much. Say, I don't know, knock them down to like 500,000 or something. But in return, less. They need to somehow lessen their control. So we can say, you get to choose advertisement. We'll give you control of advertisement and bits like that. But we wish to reserve the right to make our own advertisements across the board on it. So it wouldn't be absolute power, just a sort of majority power on it. Plus, it's in our territory anyway, and we are technically a religious state outside of the normal states, which means we also have extra company bonuses that we could potentially offer them.
I don't think Ross is big
No,
enough.
you see the kind of mulling over your counter offer.
Oh, I was thinking out of character, but
Oh well, I mean that's something that they would consider. I
Yeah.
mean, so
you can offer them less, and we don't want to take control off them, but we want the ability to make announcements in line with our own religious or in territory type announcements. But in terms of other things like advertisement and the majority of marketing, we're more than willing to let them have control of. Since I do know that they are a pretty big player in this field. I've heard the company. I know they've got a silent monopoly on things. I also know that having a monopoly on anything is slightly illegal.
Don't
Yes,
say
yes.
that.
Oh no, it's still out of character. But if I know that, and I know they've got a silent monopoly, I don't think is it the FCC?
well, it
Trading
all
Standard
depends
Commission
if
is all you
they're
have.
in the pockets or not. It's difficult to prove a monopoly in this country, unfortunately.
So much easier in England. That company has too many things that offers in monopolizing it. But no.
Like, by the way, this is a real U.S. company.
Oh wow.
Kind of figure since you use a lot of real places in the game, so.
Just not people.
But no. Counter offer.
I have no
reduce the
problem
amount
with
of money
slagging a shitty company. I just don't slag shitty people. That's all.
No. If I reduce the amount needed to say 500,000 or less, then but in return for this cheaper investment on your part, so you get more of saving them a ton of money. At the same cheaper investment, we'd also, but in return for this, we'd like to have some say in some of the more general things, but we'll leave the marketing and advertisement in your field, since this is your speciality, so to speak.
We want control over our own content in the radio, but the marketing and the spots, the advertisements, that's completely under your control.
Yeah, so we want to be able to make our own little announcements and whatnot in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay.
But
So
instead, you get a much cheaper deal on it.
Okay. So they're like, we'll be willing to accept 500,000, but I think it would be in our best interest if you want control of it to then do a split. I'm thinking that because they would be the most popular tourist days, we have full control over content and advertisement completely on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then you have programming. Then you would be able to run any programming that you wish to have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we will still be willing to take care of the advertising should you want on those days.
Cartoon Network and Adult Swim.
Okay. That sounds actually like an actually rather reasonable thing. Yes, they'll be going for the more popular tourist days. On the other hand, for people who come off season, those days would still work out well in our thing. We can still make out the big announcements during those 4 days, during the days we have full control. We have control. So the more it looks in for a bit, it's almost a cold calculating look. Let's face it, as a former assassin, this is kind of how she normally looks. If you want, you can even imagine.
You just see the representatives look fairly smug. Like they feel like they know that they have the power here.
I see what their game is.
Yeah, they're trying to force their own rules on. They have the power. They can then control and force a new agreement through.
Yeah. This has gotten a bit more complicated than I thought it was.
I still.
They just simply say, I think our deal is quite agreeable to both parties. I don't see any problem as it stands, do you?
No, I don't see any problems. However, as you may well be aware, I have to consider all options. But I do admit your deal is reasonable for all parties concerned. Would you excuse me for 2 seconds while I consult with something?
By all means.
Can I open like a thing to Chloe for telecommunications?
Oh gosh, why are you counting on me on this one?
Because you're the head of the thing, and popping an idea through your head would be very handy.
Oh,
okay, so you can do
or
so.
I could just play make a glib thing to make it out that there's that somebody's offered a similar sort of deal.
You know, you could turn invisible and just spy on them if they say something that might reveal their intentions.
True, they could do that, walk out the door, and then before the door vanish before the door close, and then come back in again while they discuss things. Let's do that. I'll leave the room and turn invisible.
Okay, so you just see them making small talk among themselves, like, this is going to be a pretty nice tourist destination once it gets set up. Like, my vacation gear with my family. Looks really nice. Like, hey, did you want to hit, Palermo's on the way back? Like, they do have some really good cheesesteaks. Hey, like,
Wow.
Are you doing anything tonight? Like, wife's home, can't go out drinking. Okay.
Evil plotting! No, the deal is off! The deal is off!
God damn you!
We shall help you in this evil plan of escaping your wife's tyranny.
You can come here to this resort and your wife shall not know anything.
Well, okay then.
Okay, so far, no evil scheming going on.
No, not really. They're just making small talk.
I can't see much fault or problems with it. They're smug in the fact that they know the thing. On the other hand, we know that's only going to cost us 300,000, so we're pocketing 200,000.
Yes, I think
we're actually getting money off them for no reason.
I think we're both in the right here, Demon Ox. We're kind of screwing each other at this point. If only we're just getting money out of them.
At the same time, they gain control over some of the more popular days. We can have it. We
Okay,
can
listen,
try to write a really nice contract, so they have
unless
to.
they're going to run
binds them.
subliminal messages against the fairy kind in those days, I don't think that should be a problem.
I don't make that stipulation, but even if you control that, if you should be in control of your advertising. If they should start contradicting, or should I say, outright,
Going against the deal.
yeah, you know what I mean? Oh God, what's it called when you're publicly denouncing? Publicly denouncing the fairy religion. You would be held liable for their slander.
But what if it's just the subliminal messages? Ooh.
Doubtful.
That only works like on the very, 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 very. This goes on for a while. Very, 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 very. Still going. 3 hours later.
Get to the point.
Get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it.
Get on with it. I don't see a problem too much with the deal, so long as I make certain that's put in the stipulation clause that if their people they choose start to slander or do denouncements of the thing, that they will be held liable for what they'd say.
That seems reasonable, I would say.
Yeah, it's more like a security thing because you're here to support, you're supporting us in this, and if they start dismissing us, then you are essentially compliant in their slander.
Yes, I would say that.
They just say, normally we don't like to take ownership of what our DJs or affiliates, the political views. It's 101. Tell you what, we'll only agree to those terms if you supply the DJs.
Oh, okay.
I believe that to be-
Manny bursts into the room dressed like a DJ with the parrot.
Manny bursts in the room, immediately
what's
spun around by
up?
the
You'll
monkey.
be
Yes,
responsible
yes,
for the
yes.
hiring and payment of any disc jockey and the Actually, you'll
goes in the
be
rooms and
in
goes
charge
back
of
out the room
hiring and
immediately.
payment for all who man the radio station. That seems even better. Yes, I think that's a way
Man.
out. That way,
Essentially, we're in charge of the guys who provide the music.
essentially, you're in charge of everyone that runs the building itself.
Oh my.
That way,
provide the-
that you can. That way, if anyone in there says anything against your religion, it's technically your fault.
Essentially, they're putting the book, stuff in the book, then the book stuff for us for this sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, we are getting.
We do have, but our own fairy guys are not going to dismiss our own religion.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying we get 2,000 out of this at least.
200,000.
200,000. That's what I meant to say.
I'll pay the wages for a while.
Well,
So
The
do we
motor
have
seats
a
for a bit
deal?
and then. Deal. Shall we draw up the
He
contract?
shakes your hand, and it's like,
Okay.
and
I've got a very firm check.
I'll have my lawyer here draw up the contract. It's going to take a few minutes.
Okay.
And you just see him take out a laptop and a portable printer and piece.
Which is like 300 meters
It's
long and large.
yeah, it's like
the laptop
That's
is
they're
not
working small at that
large,
point.
but the printer itself is still fairly
Pretty big.
sizable.
Printers
I
aren't
will-
caught for that point.
Yeah, and the printer's gonna take like 10 minutes to print out one document.
No, it's
And it's
not
gonna be-
that slow, but
It's gonna be really loud, like.
No, it's not a fucking dot matrix printer, you assholes.
Nope. But okay. Hey,
Okay,
I've always
so
said
it
you're
takes
the
them
all.
about half an
businessman.
hour to draw up the contract.
Okay,
See?
can the
Slow
motor peruse
printer.
it?
Right out. Most of it was the writing of the contract, the exact terms and everything.
Okay.
Because this was obviously not something they could have prepared going in.
Okay.
Let's face it.
The
They,
part-
well, they,
the
we could
part
have
of the
put a charm on
okay,
them and
the-
just made them put anything I want on.
The part of the second part of the first part agrees that the second part of the first part of the fourth part
Cool. Can the owner peruse the documents to make sure that everything's no loopholes?
Okay. Rolling intelligence. Again, it's in legalese, so it's not exactly the most straightforward thing.
I think I may have just
Manny's a
outdone
lawyer.
myself.
Manny is a lawyer. Call Manny. He's a lawyer.
But he's busy with babying.
He's with the baby.
He's
Wrong
with
location.
baby.
You can contact him mentally.
No, Dan, I'm going to go telepathy.
You need to just open our
To
communication.
Chloe.
link.
Chloe can.
Chloe, and she's in the same state.
Okay, add Chloe, contact Manny, then link him to you.
Madhog, though, you are not anywhere near us. You're out of range.
You're in the baby thing.
I'm just saying this is exactly the kind of deal that requires the presence
not
of
gonna be
somebody's
needed.
lawyer.
Not going to be needed. Not when I just decided to roll. Not when the dice decided to give me a nice natural 20.
Mm.
So 27's total.
Your look over seems legit.
I've gone through. I've gone through enough people's lawyer documents to know things. I may not be alive when I did this, but I went through the documents.
Nothing sticks out at you as anything that is different than the terms that both parties have laid down. just
Except
in
for
there.
the microscopic print on the side.
No.
It's not demon contract. You have to read those things backwards.
Okay, and the representative of Clear Channel puts his signature there.
We
Okay, so I have an
disbanded-
insignia.
We disbanded that actual floating human souls inside of it.
Well, that's my ink. Souls of the dead. Burns cinders all over it.
And now we own you!
You just signed a contract with the devil, boys.
Okay, so, and you just see, the lawyer start, filling out a check for the amount.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
So
fast.
you already cut a check for $500,000.
Yay! I'll shake their hands and say it's well, I look forward to a mutually beneficial business with you.
It's just as like,
Yeah, partnership.
as an
partnership.
aside, this was I did lobby to get this location somewhat because I have a lot of faith that this will be coming up and coming towards destination with some time. Please don't disappoint me. It could be my job on the chopping block should you do so.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
if anything does go wrong, you've always got. I'm sure we'll be more than happy to welcome you here for a new job. But I doubt anything bad's going to happen.
Ah, but why did you have to say that? Damn it!
Because I'm a silver-tongued devil.
No, you're a jinx. That's what you are.
Okay,
Says you.
so you have
Okay.
now successfully funded your ambitions, and you have $200,000 additional in the bank.
What is this? No, you're successfully founded your ambition. What is this? No, Nobunaga's ambition.
No, I am really Nobunaga, and I will now conquer this country.
Okay, so your radio station plans can move forward. See,
Yes.
that wasn't as painful as you thought was going to be.
Yeah, speaking of moving forward, I'm about ready to hit the sack at this point.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it
all-
is getting
5 a.m.
quite
where you are.
late.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's getting
so
really late.
so I think you guys actually accomplished a lot today. It just didn't feel like it.
Well, especially when you left.
Well, we had to
Okay,
do a
I
lot
could
of
not help it.
economic. We had to
I
do a lot of
know.
economics, and I've now been in charge of economics. The Mona is technically now running the country, now running the thing places while no one's here.
Yeah, the Mona is officially the
That's
stereotype. The Mona is officially the
build a secret
cartoonishly.
shadow guild. Let's push forward the.
Oh, and you're gonna
Yes,
love this
Lords.
little tidbit. Guess
What?
what?
Well,
Why?
Chloe's birthday just passed. But besides that,
oh yeah, we'll be doing that next time.
well, that'd be kind of a retroactive thing because now I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, it's the first week of June. So
Yeah,
a year has completely passed.
yeah. Chloe's birthday. Yeah, that's the thing. I forgot about that. I set that because last week I thought to myself, hey, this campaign's been going on for a while, and and it would make sense to set birthdays for ourselves. So I decided to set Chloe's birthday to the. Let me see what I wrote down here. To the 24th of May, just because
So that
makes
was
sense.
basically the last. So that was basically this week that happened.
Oh wow, the baby was born on the week of Chloe's birthday.
Yes.
Destiny.
Actually, hold on. There was a 1 in 7 chance that it happened on Chloe's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's
It
see
probably
what.
won't happen though.
Let us see what happens.
I hope it doesn't happen on Damona's birthday.
That's gonna
Nope,
be very
it's
hard.
not on the same day.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Yeah, I knew it was not going to be on the same
Well,
day.
Well,
But
you're
none,
going
none
to
of
be
you
our
know
god.
what Damona's birthday
You're
is.
going to be the baby's godmother anyway,
I am.
You're
But
gonna be the
Chloe-
baby's god.
and also the godmother.
Yeah, the god is the godmother, literally.
Jesus. Okay. Uh,
Okay, so questions, comments about today's session.
Yeah.
I'm a father. Ah!
Yeah.
Dr. Mom is giving birth to hospital. And all that.
It was interesting trying to deal with the economics. Because
Well,
I didn't actually think entirely about we'd have to. I forgot entirely since the sound had been destroyed, we'd have to then deal with the serious rebuilding of it. We built the sound, and now we've got to deal with the actual running of it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we have like.
Well,
Your
they
town,
can't-
your town is running. Well, better go after her.
But it can't have no challenge to it after all. It would be rather boring at that point.
Yeah, town built.
Yeah.
Town built. Everything. Now move on.
Yeah, I can understand that. We're basically doing the typical, heroes gain a keep sort of scenario where they have
Hey,
to.
I ran my keep fantastically.
Yeah, I know. I
Eh,
ran a keep too in Baldur's Gate 2, and
Yeah, I
that was
never went to night 2. That was fun.
so. Yeah, this is.
what's the bit about Imperium Tech that you mentioned before?
Imperium
Um,
Tech.
It's a running gag between me and Demonox where
You
basically,
don't want an Imperium Tech product.
yeah, because Imperium Tech products tend to have
By the way,
dire
Here's
consequences.
the slogan for Imperium Tech is Imperium Tech. We have everything from household appliances to weapons of mass destruction. It's not a good place to run if you're especially if you're a tester. Testers don't last long.
Yeah, you get a pen, the ink suddenly explodes in your face and takes over the entire face. For
So was it
example.
run by fucking GLaDOS?
No, it's run by the Demonox. Not that
Yeah.
my character. My character is my name of my character's race, and think essentially Q. The Q are running this place.
Jeez.
Logic does not apply. Wait, here's the Imperium Tech's brand new toaster maker. It's great. Watch it destroy that. Watch it cooks that toast. Whole house explodes. Look at that toast, extra crispy.
I was gonna
Explode occasionally cause mass mutations.
say that that as soon as you put the toaster on, the house disintegrates and the only left is the toaster, and it just pops up like normal. The toast.
Well, I'm glad that you guys have had are enjoying the session as normal.
Yes.
Hey, you enjoyed my picture?
Yes.
I'm trying to think now. So basically now we have 210,000 and 210. I'm trying to think what else.
$1,000 on hand. Yes.
Yeah. 2010. What? $210,100. Because we had like 10,100. Never
You had
mind.
10,100 before, so you have 210,100.
Okay, gotcha.
We have a lot of money.
It's just when it gets
Go back to where you
beyond.
stay, see.
I'm keeping an eye on the coffers as well at the same time, so then it'd be easier to manage. Let
Well,
me
it's going to be
think.
very hard unless you continuously do the Cindy's job, because she's the one who gets all the day-to-day running costs.
Yeah, not to
I mean,
well,
basically, I make it so you can micromanage at any point.
yeah,
You know what,
true.
I'm gonna throw my picture in the stream chat in the group chat. Look at your own discussion.
Okay. Yes, the Grinch that steals Christmas.
It's not Grinch, it's an orc.
Yes, the orc that steals Christmas. Yeah, might as well call him the Grinch at this rate.
He's not stealing it. He could be delivering those presents. You don't know this. That's racial protest. That's racial profiling. There. Profiling. How dare
Oh,
you?
and
That's
what did
racist.
you think of my off-the-cuff name for the child? Because really, I didn't even think of a name for it.
It's like, hey, the baby's here. Oh crap! I forgot to name it.
Yeah, but what do you think, Madhog, of the name?
Hey, did you know that the lapras, due to poaching, was almost driven to extinction? Following protective regulations, there is now an overabundance of them. We need to start poaching them
fantastic.
again.
Fantastic. Then trade me a Lapras, Madhog. Go.
You know, I might have a lapras by tomorrow because it stopped by my archipelagus of Pokebeans or whatever it's
Oh yes,
called.
I
So
gotcha.
I might get one, and if I get one, I will trade it for you. I will trade it for you directly. I mean, for one of yours.
It's not like I have much of anything yet, but we'll
I'll wait.
see.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Okay.
As
I
for,
love the fact that I know-
comments
Yeah.
about this session from my perspective, I'm hoping that micromanaging won't take as long, but it's like you have to take in so much information all at once, and you start thinking, oh god, what if I screw this up because this sounds so frigging complicated.
Well,
I
I
know.
am trying to
Thankfully, I'm
simplify
very-
it as much as possible. It's
Thankfully, I'm that well inclined.
Yeah,
like I said,
Um,
I am trying to simplify it as much as possible.
yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying that it feels a bit overwhelming for me, particularly, especially when you don't understand percentages.
I get percentages. I occasionally try to poke percentages at him. It doesn't always work. It does, but it doesn't always.
And then the whole terrorist attack from the zealot, that really
I
put
can't
me head in a
record.
spin.
Yeah. Hey, you
Oh.
brought down the wrath of
It's
God.
kind
on
of funny that no one followed up on that.
Yes.
I had to micromanage the freaking thing, and then the church lady took him away.
Yes.
Yes, church lady.
It's very weird
Yeah.
and suspicious,
Oh, hell yeah.
but I need to follow up on that somehow. But it's very strange.
Initiate secret police.
So are we going to start a feud with the masonry or something, Dan Brown, something?
You mean the stonemasons?
Oh gosh, I hope that. Oh gosh, I just realized. What if Chloe made friends with someone that's gonna be her enemy in the future?
Well, then
You
she'll have a
don't
conflict.
say! That could happen? No. Really? No.
Then the enemy will lose their position due to conflict of interests. You cannot attack them today because you know that person. It's conflict of interest. You need a new attacker.
I don't think it's gonna
That
work
is-
like that.
Yeah,
Both
nobody.
CSI.
So anyway, yeah. So it's kind of late, and
Yeah.
it's been fun in its own unique way.
Yes.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless
Bless
you.
you again.
I'm screwing everything up this session. Sorry.
It's okay. We're all screwing it up as far as I'm concerned.
Like,
I just
that's the
made
first time I've ever
$200,000,
had
so-
to make an emergency bathroom run in the middle of a session. I went before we started, specifically so I wouldn't.
Out of
That's
the way.
what's so frustrating.
Out
These
of the way.
things
I don't
happen
have to do the same.
sadly.
Where do you think I went to?
Yes, we all know where you went. Anyway,
You went
enough-
to Amsterdam.
please no more talks about Amsterdams.
Amsterdam.
Anyway.
Okay, so thank you for joining us on this less exciting than normal, but still interesting session of Beachside.
Well, you want to talk about lack of excitement? I'm not going to be here for next session. So it's going to be boring by default. Sorry, guys.
Probably have like 100% less Pokemon talk though.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, if that was a battle scenario, I don't get levels in that one, do I? By myself.
No, like that enemy was quite a bit beneath you, actually.
Oh,
You could
goody.
put it like, if you'd have gone hostile and attacked with a spell, you'd have probably just annihilated him in one hit.
Yeah.
He did survive the bomb, but he's really not much of a threat. Like that one bomb was his best shot.
Right, I can throw a second bomb. I would kill myself if I could throw it.
Like
Wait.
basically, he has an Uzi with a really pitiful 2-hit with it and 25 hit points.
Right.
So
I just
you know,
got a picture of him when he's flying out. He was like, "Die, heathen!"
He's a-
I
he's
just
a
got like hit
human.
everything around her.
although
Wait.
he did mention a name of an organization.
Yeah, he said the
Happened there.
pagans. I remember that.
What?
Yeah, he called him pagan witch.
Well,
No.
oh wait, he said something else. I'm pretty sure he did. Anyway, I was gonna ask, wait, when I called upon Jesus, does that mean, well, I summoned the illusion of Jesus, does
Yes.
that mean everyone else saw it as well?
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be just him.
The
Which-
second coming!
However, he was the only one that bought it hook, line, and
But
sinker
seriously,
like that.
but seriously, who are we up against? The Scion?
No, I'm gonna say a lesser Templar bunch. Or just plain religious nuts.
Well, hopefully it won't be the Templars from the Broken Sword, then.
Yeah, it was that's upon my hopefully it's not going to turn into Gabriel Knight 3 because that was complicated already in its own right.
Or Assassin's Creed.
And then we're going to have to find Le Sangreal, only to find out that Le Sangreal does not refer to the sacred Graal. It refers to the Il Sangue Reale,
I'm trying to remember,
Is
was
he-
that the
the royal blood.
I'm trying to remember, was that the one game where Tim Curry voiced the main protagonist, or was that another Gabriel
Yeah.
Knight I'm thinking of?
Tim Curry voiced the first and the third
That,
one.
that improves the game 100%, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think we should probably cut it off for the night and say good night and such, because we're going to be babbling for like eons.
What else is new?
Well, true.
That's how we do. Come on.
Entire session
Because-
is was
Because
babbling.
that's what we do.
That's what we
Somebody gone get the ass kicked. Okay.
So
Good
yeah,
night, everybody.
Yay,
I'm gonna say
I-
this first. I hope all of you enjoyed this session. I hope my associates and friends enjoyed this session too, and what I offered to it as well, because I've enjoyed seeing their antics as much as I've been enacting mine. And I wish you all good night and take care of yourselves.
Indeed.
Good night.
Have a great night,
Good-
everyone.
Yep,
Good
till
night,
next time, folks.
Doctor.
Till next
Good
time.
night, Doctor Hospital. Please take care of my mom. That's also giving birth to my wife.
Good night, Dr. Hospital. Good night, everyone. Hospital waves.